channel. Today you join me. I'm a little bit gutted. I'm back in the port. Bit devastated. This morning I got up at 5 o'clock, nipped down to a mark, try and catch you a stinger on camera. Because believe it or not, I've had about 11 stingers now, but obviously the marks that I've been having them on, I can't film there because I've worked hard finding them. And a couple of my friends have also helped me work hard to find them, and we didn't want to give them away. So I nipped out to a mark where they've been catching them, and a lot of people know about it. So I was there at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was up before work, and it was absolutely unfishable. Fair play to Steve Perry, he dug me the best worms ever. I nipped down there, and I fished it for about 2 hours, and I was just getting 10 foot of weed every single cast. I spoke to Steve and I said, it's unfishable. So I came back, got changed, went into work, and I've just finished work now. I've got a load of ragworm left, and I spoke to a few of my other friends who've gone out this evening, and they said the Solent is unfishable. So what I thought in my head is I'll come in the port now, and there are sole being caught in the Solent. So I just hate making videos which you are going to get nothing out of, but a few of my subscribers, I think it was Dan, messaged me about sole fishing, rigs I use and that. So I thought I'll do this part now, how I fish for sole in the Solent and off a jetty, because I go down fishing different jetties, and I fished obviously over in Southampton, and a lot of people who were saying they're targeting sole, but they're using 3 hooks above the lead and casting about 30 yards and having the line tight. So I think that's, you need to be on the bottom. I've got a cracking bite now. You need to be on the bottom to fish for them. So what I'll do is now I'll take you this evening sole fishing in a port off a jetty or off a breakwater. Same it is, fishing for sole off a height. I'll take you through the rigs which I use. My rod's going to get pulled in a minute. And we'll obviously see if we can target some sole in here. We're definitely going to catch a load of bass, because I've been watching the bass every morning in here. There's loads of bass in here. I will definitely try for a big bass down the side with a float. If we do catch a pouting which doesn't go back, I'll put him on there, and we'll see if we can catch a big bass for you. I've got my drop net this time. But yeah, I think, because a lot of people do fish breakwaters and jetties and piers, and like a lot of people fish in Southampton. But let's have a look at the rigs, what I would use if you're fishing up in the air for sole, so you can get all your hooks on the bottom. Because I think fishing a 3 up, maybe if you fish a 1 down 2 up, but if you have your line tight, normally your 2 hooks are up in the air, and you'll be picking up pouting, whiting and things like that, and you only got 1 hook really fishing on the bottom. So yeah, I've got to go and get that in, because there's proper hammering, and I think it's a bass. But yeah, what I'll do is now I'll show you the rods and reels I'm going to be using tonight, and then I'll go through the rigs which I use targeting sole from a jetty, from a pier, from a breakwater, or if you're fishing at height. And then cross fingers, we can get into a sole for you this evening. I'll quickly run you through the rods and reels I'm going to be using tonight. But as normal, what I always say is match the equipment you're going to be using to the fish you're targeting. So I haven't got massive beach casters and big multipliers. Tonight I've got my fixed spool rods. On the left hand side I've got one of my favourite ones, and that's the Banzai multi-tip. It comes with 3 tips. Amazing rod it is. A fish only has to breeze by it, and you see the bite detection on it. On the right hand side then I've got the Exxon Plasma, a little bit of heavier one, but it gives me the option then to cast a 7-ounce lead a bit further if I have to. Both of them are coupled up with egg beater reels, Virtuosa. But the only thing is, one's a 6,000, which is on the multi-tip, and the Virtuosa 8,000 then is on the Plasma. Both of them have got 20-pound braid in them and tapered shock leaders. I'll pan you round in a minute. Obviously, I've said I'm going to be targeting the mainly sole in here. So there is loads of structure in here when I'm working. So to target the sole, you don't want to cast anywhere near any structure, because that's where you pick up your whiting, your pouting, and there is loads of bass in here. So what I'm doing is, there's a big open area here, and obviously I know about it, but there's a massive plateau of mud, and then it drops down into about 60 to 70 foot of water. So I know the sole like to come up and lay on the mud there, so I'm going to be targeting the open area. Otherwise I'll get plagued. I'll probably get plagued with bass and that, but I will absolutely get plagued by whiting and pouting, and probably school bass if I cast by any structure. Yeah, so they're both out now on air, which is about 40 to 50 yards. I'll quickly run you through now the rigs which I'm using to target players. But as you can see when I pan you down to have a look in a minute, we're quite high up in the water. So that's why we'll talk about what certain rigs are the best for that. But yeah, cross fingers, we can get into some fish now. I don't think I've had time. I just told you and showed you the water there, but I've just been slacklined in here and it's pulled right over. Sorry, I got my back to you. Ugh. It's me saying, don't cast too close to the structure. A little pout on there. And look at that, something's already had a go of him. Probably a bigger bass and a little school bass. So much for casting onto the plateau. I know I'll go through these, but cross fingers, we can get into us all now. Oh, that was quite quick then. Straight away, that was now 2 or 3 minutes, and there was a bass and a pouting on it. So that's quite worrying because I did cast it out onto the plain land. The mud. I didn't have it anywhere in any structure. But it's a good sign is that pouting did not go back, because obviously it had been inside something. It was all squashed and that. So I've put that on a float now, and I've just got it underneath a jetty on a boat rod, 50-pound braid and a big boat reel, because it's proper hit and hold, and I'll talk you through that in a bit now, because I've had quite a few double-figure bass from in here on that technique. So what I'll do is, as we spoke about now, the rigs. Obviously, I know I do use these when I go down southbound and all that, but these are perfect for fishing off jetties, high breakwaters, or off any sort of a pier. As you've seen there, we're probably about 20 to 30 foot up in the air. So if you threw out a 3-hook flapper and had the line tight, and you're trying to fish for sole, all your leads will be off the bottom, unless you're giving it, a 150-yard chuck or something. But then you're defeating the object when you're fishing up a pier. But if you're fishing like 30 or 40 yards, like most people do on a pier, you need to have all your hooks on the bottom if you want to target sole. If you're using a 1 down, 2 up, sometimes you can get away with it, but then you're going to get plagued by the fish which like to sit just off the bottom. So what I do is, when I'm fishing here, I just fish a simple earth rig. I know a lot of people shy away from using earth rigs because they about tangles and stuff. But what I'll show you is how I have it set up, which stops me tangling. And then when I'm casting, I'll talk you quickly through when I'm fishing these, what I do. So all I got is a little small earth rig, but what I do is, to help then, I've got a little bit of tubing that pushes away the main body of the earth rig coming down. I did used to use quite fine line for the main body, but I found that did tangle. So what I've gone for is, and I find it a happy medium, that's 30-pound fluorocarbon. And then it comes down to my first snud, and I just simply glue those in, that's in place. But my snuds are actually 15-pound fluoro, but you don't have to use fluoro, especially if you're fishing for sole in darkness, because obviously you're fishing in darkness. And then comes down to my second snud then, exactly the same, and then it comes down to my third snud. And that's it really. But then that will allow you to cast out, leave all your 3 hooks on the bottom, and you can have your line tight so you can see the bites and everything. With my sole fishing as well, I've just got fine wire size 6 hooks. Good thing with these is sometimes the sole does swallow it right down. You can simply just bend it out and then re-snip if you can't get it out, and then you can re-straighten it with pliers, and it's good to go. But that's what I've got used, and that's what I've got on both of those now, and that's why I just caught the bass and the pouting. But yeah, perfect. I've got ragworm in there, which I had off Steve Perry. Some of them are monsters because they were for stingers, but I'll just cut them up into small sections. If needs to be, I'll just whip them on with a baiting needle. But yeah, cross fingers now. Especially now I've got a dead pouting, which is doing his business down there. and then in a minute I'll take you down there to show the tactics I use for fishing for big bass underneath the jetty and all that. Yeah, I've had quite a few double figures. The biggest was 14, 2 I think it was. But yeah, quite a few of them doing that technique, fishing, but that is proper hit and hold, because there's so much structure down there. Once it eats it, you've got to get over there. But yeah, cross fingers, I can get into some sole. But as you see, we're definitely going to get into some bass and that. But yeah, I hope the rain goes off, because it's been miserable all day, I got to say it. And then I was devastated this morning about the weed. But yeah, but the sole hunt at the moment is just unfishable. But in here I'm quite lucky, it's sheltered, there's no weed. I've got the hood up, the wind's going over the back of our shirt. Just hope the rain stays off now, and we can get into a sole for you on camera. It's got a bit fresh now, but I hope you can see it. Now I've been slacklined on my left rod, and the right one's going. So I think I'm going to get plagued, man, by bass. Yeah, so I'm trying to fish away from the structure, as you can see, but I think it must be just full of school bass. This one's bouncing, this one's going. So I might just have to battle through now the bass and see if we can get into a sole. But I'm hoping this weather. Yeah, the right one's going as well now. I'm hoping the wind's picked up quite a bit. It's going to be one of those days, weeded out and rained out. The good thing is, but yeah, I can always chuck everything back in the car and I can get myself home. I'm only 10 minutes down the road, and I can, if it, oh yeah, it's slacklined in that one. Yeah. Yeah, this is perfect, you know, this setup. Like we spoke about, I was using in Holland in the European Championships in the surf for the flounder. It's lovely, man. It's 4.5 meters long, so you can, you know, when you're using your big long snuds, it's perfect. And the bite detection, and it's light as a feather. I'm miles away from the structure. Ugh. Oh. Double shot of bass. One about 1.5 pounds and one about ½ pound. Like we said, we're going to get plagued with these, mind. But do you know what? It's just nice so to come out in it and have a bend in the rod. Because I'm so frustrated about yeah, he's not a bad one, he's not. He's taking both hooks, look. So frustrated this morning, I went there and just got weeded out, but I've come here now and I'm getting a bend in the rod. Nice comfy fishing, but not what I wanted. But yeah, I'll get these two back now, and as you can see, there's the earth rig, which we just talked about now. And that greedy devil looks like he's taking 2 of them. But I'll get these quickly back now and we can try and get a sole for you. Oh, it's a bit frantic here at the moment with the bass. Obviously you see me bringing that double shot in. I wound the other rod in, and there was one about 8 inches on there. So I think I'll battle through the bass now, and there's got to be a sole there, but it's just, you know, sole are quite timid, so it's just waiting to see if they can get on it before the bass do. But good news though, I've just, well, hopefully it'll be good for the channel. It'll be great to film over there. So in March 2025, I've booked now to do 5 days shore fishing in Ascension Islands for GTs, tuna, and whatever else we can catch off there. Apparently massive sharks you can get off there, so that'll be good. I'm starting to prep for that, and then we're going to have 1 day on the boat out there to see if we can catch a marlin, and then I jump back on a plane, and then I fly to the Falklands, and then I've got 5 days fly fishing in for the giant sea trout. I've done it twice, and honestly, if you can afford it, get on the plane and get to the Falklands if you love your fly fishing, because the sea trout there are absolutely massive. They are. And it's so wild and untouched. there's only a handful of people who fish it, and the locals and that. Amazing fishing. But yeah, a few of my friends are going to go with us. I think there's 4 of us in total, so that will be epic. Fishing on Ascension Islands, I've never done it, I've always dreamed to do it. I did book to go there, but obviously we had COVID and I couldn't go. So now there's 4 of us going to be flying out there and do a bit of filming out there, but I think that would be epic. But apparently you can't bait fish out there because there's so many trigger fish, they just rip it to pieces. So we've had to buy all these massive poppers and God knows what else. So that's going to be a great laugh, and I'll take you with me. And I've got a new drone now, so I'll be doing the drone fishing out there as well, flying above us when we're doing the poppers. So I think that will be epic, it will. So I look forward to that. Up and coming as well, I've also booked to go back to Norway, up to Sandsvitberget. So I'll take you through that, and I'll take you through the process of correctly fishing it, and where the best marks on the piers are, and what the best tides and all that. So I'll take you through a process, you know, of actually the correct way of fishing it. So if you do go there, it'll optimise your fishing and get you on the fish, and allow you to pick the correct tides, correct time of year, and the correct areas, because on the piers. So that'll be good. I'm going out there twice. I'll hopefully go just before Christmas, and then I'll go definitely taking the veterans in January, in the snow again, in the freezing, which I absolutely love. So that'll be a good trip as well. But yeah, cross fingers now. Waffled on a bit there. I can get into some sole, but guarantee you we're going to have a shed loads of bass. But yeah, and the good thing is the wind has died off a bit now. Because at one stage I thought I'd have to move the car, but no, great one. So I'll keep going now and cross fingers. When I come back, we'll have a sole. Yeah, I'm just getting plagued at the moment. I'm just getting plagued at the moment with bass. I'm on double shots and treble shots of them. So it's good fun, but it's not the target species we're after. I'll get these back in now, and I'll keep persevering now for a sole. It's a bit relentless at the moment with bass. I can't even have a chance to have a soak. I can't bait up quick enough. The wind's picked up a little bit now as well. Yeah, these little devils, man. I think it's going to be one of those nights. I've been cursed with bass lately, small ones. When I went stinger fishing, it was just relentless with bass. But I'm going to give it another good hour fishing hard, and I'll see if I can get us that elusive sole. I hope you can see it now. Both rods are just going like the clappers. It's been quite relentless. Let me turn this up. Yeah, look at them now, both of them. I think I'm on bass 18. I'm trying my best to get a sole for you, but this is just relentless. Both of them are going. Look, this one's slacklining me again. I'm having about 4 minutes soak, and the bass are on it straight away. Left one's going again, and the right one, look. But I'm trying my best to get a sole, but this is relentless, man. That one's going now, look. That one's going. I know it's great fun, but it's frustrating. I am enjoying myself, but I just wanted to get a sole on camera for you. And I've stuck it out. It's 12:30 now, 20 to 1. And I've got work in the morning. But I'm gonna give it till 1. 6 hours sleep is enough for me. But cross fingers I can get into one. But yeah, it's been pretty good. You know, fishing wise, it's kept me really busy. You know, no massive bass. The big rod hasn't gone. I've been checking out regular. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's always nice to have bites and catching fish. And this is the only place I could have fished. The Solent is completely weeded out. I'd just been on the phone earlier on before Danny Panther was out trying his new rods. and he was a gill kicker, and he only lasted an hour, and he said the weed there was Relentless. But there's no weed here. Very rarely you get weed here. So at least I've managed to get out and put something together for you. Because in 4 days' time, I'm flying to Mallorca for a family holiday for a fortnight. And the wife has definitely said the rods are not coming. Which is fair enough because, you know, trying to juggle fishing and work. So it's nice to have a family break, to tell you the truth. We slacklined on that one now as well. There's still a fish in there. So which one to go for now? Tangled that right up. Yeah, another bass on there, look. I'll get that one back in because that one's going as well. We get him quickly back in and we get the other one in. Ooh. And cross fingers, there's a sole in there. Yeah, I just got that bass back now and we'll give this one a try now. I don't think I've had a cast without the fish. Oh. Yeah, another double shot of bass. It's keeping me busy, but I think it's going to be hard work with this amount of bass here to catch a sole. But I'll get these back in now, get the other rigs back out, and we'll keep on going. Well, I'm going to get to bass 20, and I'm going to call it, I think. It's been a great night, mind. And as you can see, the wind has proper dropped off. The sea is like a pond. It's absolutely beautiful. The only issue I got is there's millions of bass. I haven't brought you back for all of them because I've just been baiting up, chucking out, reeling in a bass. Baiting out, chucking out, reeling in a bass. Ooh. But yeah, I couldn't show you this one. I just wound this up now and there's about 4 following it. Yeah. Yeah, another bass, look. But there was a load of them following that up. It's been quite busy with them, to tell you the truth. Right. It's good to see, but yeah, I have stuck it out. It's 12:30 now. And to tell you the truth, I'm quite enjoying myself. You know, the bites are quite fast and furious, and it's a good laugh. And I desperately want to catch that sole for you. But when it's like this, it's hard work. Right, what I've done is, I couldn't believe it. There was a massive bass that was just down by there. So I quickly put on Electronics Pro float, head up to Ragwim, and I drop it down by there. The issue is there's millions of little small bass, about half a pound down there. But he's swimming about here and coming back out from the shadows. So what I'll do is I'll lower that down now and try and put the camera on it and see if we can get him. Ugh. That's the issue I get in now, look. The little ones are there. Oh God, look at the size of them. Look at those over there. That's a good 8 to 9 pound bass, that is. But it's just trying to not to get the little ones even going for the float, look. The port's suddenly come alive, the wind has dropped, look, it's like a pond. It's high water. Oh, it's high water now, and there's fish everywhere. Look, float's gone already. Yep. Oh. Just trying to get through these little ones now. That big one is swimming around here. Just packing up, and then I just seen him swim in. He can't be far off a double figure. He's really wary and he's trying to get through the little ones. I hope you can see all the amount of fish that's swimming through here now. We've got mullet, everything. Look at all those fish around the float now. I hope you can see them. It's 1:30 in the morning and I'm still here. Yeah, I can't believe it. I was just packing up and it just come alive here, it did. And then there they are, look. The mullet there, look. Oh. That was a better one. Look how many bass around my float. That's mental. They seem to have just come up in the water. Go on. Believe it or not, the splashing attracts them. Yeah. Let's get him back in. There's loads of them, they're just flashing all under the float, look. This is great fishing. Yeah, the bottom rod suddenly went quiet, and then the next minute all the bass just come up. There's an half decent one there now. There's some big ones coming around now, but they're very wary. I hope you can see it. Oh, look at those big ones. The size of the mullet there. I hope you can see them all when I lift the worm up. Place is going alive. They're jumping and everything. Whoa. Go on. Oh. Oh, it's great in this light gear. Look at all the bass chasing it. I hope you can see it. Oh. Right. Oop, the float's going again now, look. hope it comes out in camera and you can actually see them all just turning for the worm as it's sinking. Come on, swimming underneath there. It's mad how now you know how this fish to switch on. You know, they've been hammering the baits on the bottom. Bottom baits are stopped now, and they just all come up in the water. Look at them all chasing the worm. Trying to lift it up so you can see it. Another one. Oh, right. I just finished with the float, but then so I decided then just to drop one down the end by here. And it's been slack line straight away. I just dropped it straight underneath here. Yep, fish on. Just dropped it straight down under the jetty. Oh, have I got? Oh, look at all the fish falling up. I wish I could see it. Jesus, Thomas, that's a bass, and the top one's a whiting. That was straight underneath the jetty by there. That's not a bad size whiting, that's not. And a little school bass. I just dropped it down by there now because I could see all the fish coming round. A whiting. I didn't expect that. Yeah, it's proper kicked off here. I was just packing up to go and I seen them all swimming around. I'll try and get it round to see it now. It's just gone like a pond. And the fish just come up and they just all started circling round by here. Started getting them on the float, as you've seen. So I dropped that down. And that's not a bad size whiting, that's not. And there's a little school bass on the bottom. I'll get these sorted now, get it back down there. And see if we can get something else bigger down there. Mad fishing, isn't it? Absolutely mad. I was packing up to go. I'll get these sorted now and we'll see if we can catch something else now. All right, that's me done now. I've got my rods in. My last two casts which I brought in had 2 school bass on it. But yeah, I gotta go home now. Believe it or not, it's 2 o'clock and I gotta get up for work in the morning. I'm always in the doghouse, I am, for fishing. But yeah, what a mad night. Unfortunately, I didn't get a sole, but the fishing by their end was mental. You know, it was a fish, a chuck on the bottom. I know there was school bass. We did have that whiting in mixed in with it and stuff, but it was a school bass to every cast. Not one single cast I didn't bring a fish in. Over 20 bass then. And then suddenly it just went dead. And then everything went like a mill pond. And I was standing over there looking over the side, and it just next minute, there were bass, there were mullet, and that big huge bass came out from underneath. So I quickly, as you see, put the float rod on with a bit of ragworm. I've actually run out of ragworm. I flicked that rag down and caught all those on the float. Great fun that was. I couldn't get that big one. They're too clever, they are, for that. You need the dead bait underneath the jetty for them. But then yeah, I can't believe it. A golden grey mullet on the bottom on ragworm. I thought it was a whiting or something until I went over and had a look at it. Absolutely buzzing. I know Steve Perry's caught them along Magazine Lane and that, but yeah, in the port, a golden grey mullet. Must have been lost. But yeah, fantastic night. I really, really enjoyed tonight. And my apologies, I didn't catch a sole, but it was just too many other fish in here for that. But at least I showed you the techniques I use now for fishing jetties and breakwaters. Now, you know, anything up high, always use an earth rig so you get them all on the bottom. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Oh, a quick one. I'm going away with the family for 2 weeks now. So I'll put this one up in between, but I won't do another one till I get back because I'm going to enjoy it. But if I don't see you on the beach, I'll see you on the channel. And thank you very much for watching.